here for my first time starting a podcast called Vibrant Life. Right now you might see Health with Jessica or Health with Jess, but that is changing soon. I've had that Health with Jess name for quite a while and I'm ready for a change. So you will be seeing that soon. Thank you for joining me. I want to keep this short and sweet and just explain a little bit about me and what I do and why I'm here. So I am a holistic health coach. I'm in Oregon, and I just have to say, like, the sun is shining on my face through my office window, which my office is a she shed. And it's really nice to have the sun shining on my face, because if you've been here before in the winter, we don't get a lot of it. Anyway, moving on. So I am a holistic health coach. I have a master's degree in health psychology, and I'm a fitness instructor as well. So I love health psychology because it kind of puts together all the things that I love, kind of that mind-body approach to things, but I'm really, really interested in like root cause in terms of health and helping people live their optimal life by really digging deeper and like figuring out how to do that, what needs to be removed, what needs to be added, you know, simplifying things also, because it really doesn't have to be super complicated. But I love nerding out on health, love it, which is why I do what I do. So I do health coach. I specifically work with women and use a holistic keto approach, but I do other things as well. And it is a joy. I love it. But I also own and operate a pasture-raised meat business with my family. So my husband and I own and operate it together. And then we have 4 boys. Pause for effect. 4 boys between the 2 of us. Mine is the youngest. He's 15, and 3 of them work for us. So 2 full-time, and then my son goes in when he can and helps out a little bit as well. And then actually one of the cousins, another boy, works for us pretty part-time as well. So, and he's 17. So it's really awesome. I love that it is family focused. We're small, but we're growing. We started by actually living on my in-laws' property, and they were raising their own cattle, and we're like, well, we have extra meat. And so my husband was helping them sell it, and I sold some to some friends. And then we thought, oh, this is an awesome little like side gig, especially because as a holistic health coach, I'm always telling people, really pay attention to where your food comes from. And with meat, it needs to be pasture raised. For beef, it's grass fed and finished. Important. A lot of it will say grass fed, and that means typically that it's fed grain for the latter like few months of their life, and kind of in a way defeats the purpose in my opinion. So grass fed and finished beef, pasture raised pork, pasture raised chicken. We care about what they're fed. No antibiotics, no added hormones, all the things, like super picky about what goes on with the raising of our meat. So, and with sharing that with people, and then along comes this opportunity, and then it grew very fast. So here we are. And we started out by just serving very local people, and then now we're shipping to I can't even tell you how many states now because it just grew. So it was 10, now it's more. So it's kind of like some other companies, I won't name them, that you might be familiar with, where you get a frozen box of meat to your door. It's like that. We use dry ice to ship. And we actually use some insulation that is compostable, which I love. It's so important to me. Really awesome to feel like we are helping people to just create healthier lives. I love it. And a lot of people come to us because of that. Some people simply like love that, you know, it's small farms. We started out with our own beef, but then we had cows on the property, and then we grew out of that. We don't live on the property anymore. You could not have cows where we live now, or chickens or pigs. We're in a neighborhood. And what we've done instead is partnered with all these local farms and that meet our strict standards. And so it's a huge win-win. I love what we're doing because we are supporting these farmers, and we're doing something that's maybe not in their wheelhouse. They're doing something that we just don't have the capacity to do. Plus, it's not really in our wheelhouse, and we were just kind of like learning as we go. So I love it. Again, it's a win-win. And I think now more than ever, people are really starting to understand you have to pay attention to what's in your food, and it matters, especially long-term. So what your food eats, you're going to be taking into your body. And a big thing is inflammation, in terms of like grass-fed and finished. If the animals that you are consuming have been fed a lot of grains and things like that, then that can lead to inflammation, which then you're going to be experiencing some inflammation if that's what you're consuming all the time. So I'll keep that simple. That's for another podcast. But I just want to share in a nutshell who I am, what I do. Primarily, this podcast is going to be about my health coaching business, but it is supported by Oregon Valley Farm, which is our pasture-raised meat business. And so they're kind of like sister businesses, and they go hand in hand, which is really important to me. And that is all for today. I would love to connect if you have any questions or comments. You can find me, again, for now, I'm Health with Jess. You can find me on Instagram, Health with Jessica on Instagram, Health with Jess on Facebook. My website is healthwithjess.com. And then for our meat business, it's oregonvalleyfarm.com. Same thing on Instagram and Facebook, Oregon Valley Farm. I look forward to getting to know all of you more and experiencing this whole podcasting world.